Shawty really bad. Words of a faint, something like a bad. Well, I want your love, call me when you can. Girl, going up, going up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over part 2 of our Wheel of Sin videos. And if you didn't catch the first part, I'm going to leave a link in the video at the end of it and in the description as well. But basically we used a wheel to randomize our Sinister Cup team here using the full list of Sinister Cup Pokemon on PvPoke. Today we're going to be playing against CallMeJake. He's a YouTuber, he's an ace trainer. He finished last season top 60 with a 79% win rate. So obviously really good player, and the reason we're going over these games is because you asked for it in the last video. So they're not going to be pretty. We do not do well against him, mainly because, well, one, he's really good player, and two, he's using a tier 1 team, and this is really just going to show a lot of the missing coverage, or the reason that these Pokemon are not tier 1, basically. So here we go, game 1. He starts Dusclops, we start Banette. Probably a pretty good start for us considering the Pokemon we have. So he's going to be getting to these Shadow Punches a lot faster than we can get to our Thunder. So Thunder is a 1-bar move, and I believe Shadow Punch is a 3-bar move, maybe it's a 2-bar move. But if we get hit by one of those, it's going to be super effective, so we're going to go down if we get hit by it. So we decide we're only going to use the one shield there, and we do go down, and since he's at such low health, I'm thinking I'll just bring in the Bronzong, even though it's going to be taking super effective damage from Dusclops. It's only going to be taking it for a little bit of time, but he actually has a Drifblim in the back, so 2 Ghosts in this lineup, so we decide to swap out into Hitmontop. But there's a Poliwrath to meet us in the back, which is not good for us either. We are able to get Stone Edge off, but it's not doing very much damage against Poliwrath, and he takes our last shield, I think. Oh, no. He does a Power-Up Punch, and he gets 2 back-to-back here and takes out our Hitmontop. We still have Bronzong, we still have Energy, but he does have a shield, but he does have Charge Move priority there, so he gets his move off on Drifblim before us. So coming into the second game, I'm thinking, what can I change up? Let's add in Girafarig so we don't have as much weakness to Ghost. If he comes in with the double Ghost, Girafarig's actually going to resist the Ghost moves. And we keep Banette and Hitmontop because we don't have any coverage for the Steel types if we don't have Hitmontop, and I think Banette is the best Ghost that we have on our team, as we showed in the last video. He's pretty good, close to being a meta pick. He takes a shield from us, and this is playing out a lot like the last game, so we decide we're going to change it up because we lost the last game, and I think we're going to shield here. Yes, we do. And I think, let me try to auto him down and then come into the next match with a charge move, but he gets to that Shadow Punch so quickly. This is why Dusclops is really good in this cup. He can spam out a lot of those moves, especially with Shadow Claw, such a high energy game move. We end up taking it out with Hitmontop, but now we're at a severe disadvantage on shields and switch advantage. And he does bring in that Dusclops again. Or not Dusclops, Drifblim. And we get the shield, and I don't switch out because I'm like, I think I can get to this, this Stone Edge, but we do not get to it. And he can Shadow Ball all day because he knows we don't have any shields. And on Girafarig, we're going to be eating a Shadow Ball. It's not very effective, still does half our HP. Here, I probably should have probably done one more auto attack to get some energy for the last matchup, but he has Steelix in the back, which is going to beat us. So if it had been a fighter in the back, we probably would have won, because we would have definitely made it to the Thunderbolt in time. But really good team composition from CallMeJake. And I believe this is the last match, so we come into it, we decide to switch it up into Espeon. We actually get the lead advantage here. And he swaps out into Dusclops, and we're thinking about who we want to switch into. I decided to switch into Hitmontop just because in the last 2 games, every time we've brought in Bennett versus Dusclops, it's been destroyed. And since it has an energy advantage as well, we think it's going to be able to get to those Shadow Punches too fast, so we bring in the Hitmontop. We're just going to Stone Edge on cooldown, and we actually get it through. He doesn't shield, so we decide we're not going to shield here either. And I think we're going to bring back Espeon because the Dusclops is so low, it just needs 1 confusion. And we're hoping that Espeon will be good against what else is in the back, but it is not, since it's Steelix. And we bring in Bennett, so this is a really bad situation right here because Steelix is good against Bennett and Espeon. We do have 2 shields though, and Shadow Claw is doing decent damage. We throw out Thunder after we shield, which takes a shield from him. And I believe we're going to shield this Crunch as well because that would be super effective against our Ghost typing since it's a Dark type move. And then he brings in Poliwrath, and we have Thunder. He does have a shield still, but he actually does not shield there, and we take him out. The problem is our Bennett is too low, and this Espeon does get an attack off here, and I miss a lot of the bubbles there, but he still has a shield, and he's just going to take us out with a Crunch. So, what did we learn from this video? I think a lot of the same things that we learned in the last video, but they're more pronounced in this video because we actually lost all of the matches. So the big thing on these Pokemon that aren't in Tier 1 is that we're not making it to those charge moves as quickly. So you saw this really accentuated in the Bennett versus Dusclops matchup. They both use Shadow Claw, which is doing similar damage and the same amount of energy gain, but Dusclops has faster charge moves to get to in his punches, like Fire Punch and Shadow Punch, and we have Thunder as our fastest move on Bennett, which is a 1-bar move and is going to take us, I think, 2 or 3 more Shadow Claws to get to. So over the course of the match with all the shielding, you're going to be so far behind in even matchups. So what I mean by even matchups is the matchups against the Ghosts, what you'd call a neutral matchup. So that's going to be it for this video. It was a short one. We only did 3 games. If you want, in the next video, I could do another, our last Wheel of Sin that we had played, or I can play against some other Ace trainers or Challenger trainers. Just go ahead and let me know. Maybe you want a mix of both in the same video, or maybe you just want the videos like this one split out and a little shorter. So go ahead and let me know, and if you want to watch those, go ahead and subscribe as well. And that'll be it for this video, so thanks for watching.